In question 9, we are given a screen capture from Excel showing some data from a previous research report on credit card interest rates. We are asked in part A whether the data is categorical or numerical, and we have to consider this for each component of the data set. And for part B, whether there is anything else we should consider when analysing the data set. For part A, we need to use our understanding of categorical and numerical to decide what type of data we have in each column. Remember that the basic test is to look at whether there are numbers. If there are, the data is numerical, and if not, the data is categorical. So, if we work our way through the columns, starting with financial institution, this is clearly categorical, we don't have numbers. Next column is card brand. Again, we have words, categories, so this is categorical data. Next column is interest rate. This is clearly numerical. We have numbers, we have our interest rate percentages. The next column is application fee. Again, this is numerical. We clearly have numbers in our data. Annual fee is also numerical. If we have a look then at reward program, here the responses are either yes or no, and so this is categorical. Free days, well, here we see numbers, so again this is numerical. And the last column, type, we have B for bank, C for credit union, O for other. This is clearly categorical. For part B, we are asked if there is anything else to consider. While the distinction between numerical and categorical is important, we can also expand on this to look at the different types of categorical data and the different types of numerical data. For categorical data, we distinguish between nominal and ordinal. Ordinal being where the categories have an inherent ordering, and nominal where they do not. For numerical data, we distinguish as to whether it is discrete or continuous. Discrete means there are a finite number of outcomes, and so a great example is where we have whole numbers. Continuous means that it can be any real number, so to multiple decimal places. So if we work our way back through the columns, starting again at financial institution, this was categorical, and there's no order to the categories, so it's nominal. Card brand, again this was categorical, and if we have a look at those card brands, there's no inherent ordering, so it is also nominal. Interest rate was the first numerical column. Here we do have our values going to decimal places. We don't have just whole numbers, and so it is definitely continuous. Application fee, we can think of this as continuous. You can argue for sort of whole dollar amounts to be considered as discrete, but generally we would think of money as being continuous because we can go into cents and even to more than 2 decimal places when it comes to money on in computer transfers. Annual fee being monetary again, we would take that to be continuous for the same reasons as application fee. Reward program, well this was categorical, we just had the yes no, so it is nominal, there is no inherent ordering. Free days, it's numerical, and we're not going to be having half a day, so we can treat this numerical data as discrete. And the last column, type, well it's categorical, and it's also nominal in that there's no inherent ordering.